So I would like to just introduce myself and then we'll move on to the Terraform introduction and the demo part. So my name is Santosh. Overall, I've got 14 plus years of experience in IT. I have around 4 plus years of experience in training IT courses. I have 15 plus industry leading certifications. All of them are current and valid. Like my expertise is into more into Azure Cloud, networking, and obviously cybersecurity, penetration testing, and red teaming. I mean, I've also taken many courses in Visualpath for Terraform in Azure. Okay, so taking Terraform in Azure, like for multiple batches, we have gone through positive feedbacks and things like that. So with my introduction, I would like to move to the demonstration of TF Terraform in Azure course demo. Now the scope of the demo is going to be this. So first we'll look at the introduction to Terraform. Now why Terraform? A basic Terraform workflow, maybe a sample demonstration of a resource group deployment using Terraform, a course outline. Now it's important to understand that this course is focused on Terraform than Azure, number one. Number two, using Terraform, we will deploy resources in Azure. Okay, so Azure is going to be our platform, but the focus is not Azure, focus is Terraform. Okay, so we are using Terraform on a platform which is Azure, right? That's what we are going to look at in this course, in an entire journey. So introduction to TF. There are some basic points that we need to understand. What is TF? Why TF? So Terraform is an infrastructure as code deployment tool, right? You can use this to develop code, right? Code is not like how you think of coding. It's not that. It's this coding is very easy. Okay. It's done in something called HashiCorp configuration language or a HCL, using which you develop the code and you deploy the code. So you use this code to deploy the resources, okay, in multiple providers. When we say providers in Terraform terminology, it means the platform. It means the platform that we are deploying, okay? And let's say you want to create a single resource, okay, in Azure. You can go ahead and create manually. That's fine. You have to fill in a lot of options, right? Even if you want to create a VM, you'll have to fill in a lot of options. However, using Terraform, you will see that you can just a lot of options. You can just leave it as default and just go ahead and deploy the VM, right? Plus, you can modify at once. You can modify certain things to deploy multiple resources. So in one shot. So with just one block of code, you can deploy multiple resources and it's scalable, highly scalable, right? So that is the introduction to Terraform. Why Terraform? It's an infrastructure as code tool. It is greatly helping in automating the cloud deployments. Okay, that is the purpose of Terraform, and that's why Terraform is there and people use Terraform. Okay, why Terraform? Yeah, it's multi-provider support. So multiple platforms are there are around, I don't know, 500 plus platforms are there where Terraform can be utilized. Even recently, Terraform is being used in networking. Okay, so initially networking automation was done in APIs through other ways of like Python, Ansible. Now slowly they are shifting to Terraform. Okay, slowly they are shifting to Terraform. So that is the power of Terraform. So it has immutable and mutable infrastructure. It's declarative in nature. So what is declarative in nature? You define what you need, and behind the scenes, it's going to develop that code, not the code that you have provided, but it's the code that you provided is going to be converted into a different code in the backend, and it's going to deploy the resources. This is the basic Terraform workflow at a high level. There is something called Terraform init. There is something called Terraform plan. This is the stages, and this is how sequence works. Init, plan, apply, and optionally destroy. You can destroy the resources when you want. Okay. So Terraform init is going to initialize the working directory. Okay. So wherever you're working, when I say working directory, it's the directory or folder where you have your Terraform files. Okay, that's important to understand. What is a working directory? It's a bit could seem a bit technical term, but it's not. It's simply the folder where you have your code files. That's it. That's called working directory. Now from working directory, now Terraform is going to look at only your working directory. It's not going to look at anywhere else. It's only going to look at your working directory, and it's going to see the code files that you have, and based on that, it's going to develop or deploy the code accordingly, like how you would define. Now, after the init, now initialization stage, what happens? You will define in your code which platform you're going to use. which version of the code that you're going to use. That's done in the init stage. Okay. And then, you will have the Terraform plan. Now, Terraform plan is simply going to create an execution plan. Execution plan meaning what to deploy. Based on your code, it will generate a plan. Let's say the code is all about creating resource groups. It's going to generate a plan for creating the resource group. It's still at a plan stage, meaning it will give you a chance or an opportunity to see what is going to be deployed, what it is planning to deploy. Apply is the stage where it is going to actually deploy the resources in Azure. And finally, the Terraform destroy, right? If you don't want, like if you want to destroy and recreate, you can just, with just one command, you can destroy the infrastructure that you developed using Terraform and you can redeploy. Like in case there are some issues, you want to change something, you can do that. Okay, that is your basic Terraform workflow. Okay, now if I want to show you the code, I'll show you the code, a simple code to deploy two resource groups. Okay, it's just my Visual Studio code is just opening up. I have it here. If you see, I have a file called main.tf. Forget about other files and folders. I have a main.tf. Now all the Terraform files or Terraform config should be having the extension of .tf, okay, which means .terraform or tf in short. So it should be .tf, nothing else. If there are other files in this folder like working directory, what is my working directory? It's module one. Module one is my working directory, which is in D drive tutorials and TF demo. Okay. Now, other than like .hcl, .tf, .tf plan, there are some file extensions. If you have a txt file, it is not going to look at the txt file. So it is only concerned with certain file extensions. And we'll look at that anyways in the course. So this is the code to deploy two resource groups. Now imagine if you were to create two resource groups in Azure, you'll go ahead and click create, you'll go to resource group, provide a name, a location, done. Then again, another resource group, do that. Now here, with just the change of a number here, value of this count, I'll say, if I just say 4, it is going to create 4 resource group. If I'm just going to say 13, it's going to create 13 resource groups. So you see how scalable it is, how quickly you can deploy the resources, multiple resources of same type with just change of a value. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some changes here. Just one sec, get the secret from my Azure subscription and then plug in the secret value. So if you see plan, the plan is 2 to add. Now, as you get along with the Terraform, you practice, you will have this plan in your mind. You'll think, okay, what and all the plan is going to show me with respect to addition of the resources, changing the resource or destroying the resources. Now, without looking at my plan, I can say, okay, I just have one block of code. This is going to run 2 times. So there's going to be 2 resource group that I need to add. That's what is going to be displayed by the plan. And that's what it is doing here. So plan says 2 to add. What is that 2 to add? It's the 2 resource group. Though it's one block, it's going to run 2 times. It's a looping construct. Count is a looping construct. Okay. And now I can do apply and then auto approve. You also have to approve it with yes or no. I'm going to say auto approve auto approve. It's going to directly, without prompting for yes or no, it's going to deploy the resources for me. Okay, so this is how we deploy resources. It's a very simple deployment of resources, but you get the idea. There could be complex deployments where you will encounter, which we will see that like later. Okay, like when in the course. And yeah, that's the demonstration. This is the course outline, like what you'll be learning. So we'll look at introduction to Terraform. We'll look at what is state management. We'll look at basic resource deployment concepts. We'll create multiple resources using meta arguments, locals and variables, the data sources, provisioners, Terraform registry, workspaces, cloud functions, lifecycle meta arguments, and Terraform modules. These are broader topics. Within these topics, there are subtopics, and within those subtopics, there are subtopics. So this is the course content. Yeah, these are the topics that we're going to look at. And we're going to see 45 plus lab demonstrations explaining the concepts of Terraform.